ready for LFA?
What's up, brothers? Today we're going to talk about what it means to be a man with king-like standards. All right? This is a video that's going to help all of you guys out there that have been affected by modern society, right? You've been torn down, emasculated. We're going to help you get that back. We're going to put you ahead of 99% of men, because 99% of men are all in their heads, nervous. They're afraid to walk like a man. They censor themselves. They're afraid to talk like a man. They put on all that expensive cologne. They're afraid to smell like a man. They put themselves in the friend zone. They're afraid to fuck like a man. They give up too quick. They're afraid to die like a man. They're just pussies. That's the modern man. That's what they've been turned into. And if you put yourself ahead of those guys, you'll see how easy life really is. And in order to do that, you have to develop standards and principles and never break them. All right? And to all the people out there, we got a lot of haters. We really do. And if you adopt this sort of a mindset, which I know a lot of you guys are, and you're benefiting from it, you're going to have a lot of haters too. You're going to walk around, people are going to stare at you, they're going to recognize you, they're going to challenge you. But let me tell you this. We are not even acknowledging them at all anymore, and we are not sorry. We just keep moving, all right? So that's where we're at. Now, the majority of you guys find the Manosphere. You find channels like mine because you're going through an issue, some sort of a masculinity issue. Usually it has to do with women, right? And you're looking for answers. Why did your girlfriend pull away from you? Why does she want to break? Why is she disrespecting you? Why aren't you getting laid as much as you would like to? And a lot of times you'll find content creators that will give you a simple fix, right? Like they'll say when a girl pulls away, what you want to do is do no contact and some shit like that. So they give you a strategy that might work. But the problem with that is it's a fucking patchwork deal that it's not going to fix the root of the problem. It's just a simple, quick fix, right? But it's not a permanent solution. If you want a permanent solution, you have to change who you are, right? And once you change who you are, you'll never have these problems again. And like I said, it comes with standards, king-like standards. Not simp-like standards that 99% of guys have. Now, the reason why you have to have standards is because you're a human being, right? And when you are single and you're talking to a lot of women, you have standards. Like everything is so easy, right? And you can see things clear, right? You can see, you got this girl over here, you can see her clearly. Got this girl over there, you see her clearly. You see them all clearly because you have no emotional attachments to anybody. But what happens is most guys will get an emotional attachment to a woman and they'll overlook her flaws, right? So she might be not on your level at all. She might be it's not in her. She doesn't have what it takes to be on your level and be a good fit for you. Whatever it is you need from a woman, she doesn't offer. But because you love her, you'll overlook that, right? Now, a man with standards doesn't have that problem, right? A man with no standards will overlook that, then he'll get the mind games, the hot and cold and all that shit. So, anyways, your standards are for you to decide, but I'll go ahead and share some of my standards. And I recommend that you actually adopt these standards if you don't have any, if you don't know what to start with. So one of my standards is if I'm with a woman, she's not going to fuck anybody else. Now, some of you guys might say, well, that's a reasonable standard. In this day and age, though, especially if you live in a big city, that is it's not an expectation from the average woman, right? Because so many people are just out doing their thing and sleeping around with whoever they want. But here's the deal. Damn near every woman I've ever fucked has been a different person after I fucked her. I learned this after like the third chick I fucked, like when I was a teenager. When you meet a woman, you see her outer beauty. If she's a shy girl, you might not even see very much of her outer beauty, right? But that's all you see from a woman when you meet her. But after you fuck her, you see her inner beauty, right? You find out things about her that you had no idea existed, right? Like maybe she's into like poetry, or she likes to sing, or she got some, she got shit she's into that she doesn't share with anybody unless she's extremely comfortable around that person. So you start to see sides of her that the rest of the world doesn't see. She's showing you her inner beauty, which may be a little bit flawed, and she doesn't really want to show people, right? And that's just because she trusts you and she's loyal to you. And that's why she's showing you all this. So my thought process on that, and the reason why I have that standard, is I don't want her to share that with anybody else. I don't want her sharing her loyalty with somebody else. And if she wants to, that's fine, but she's got to go, right? And that's the standard. If they break the standard, you walk away, you're not sorry, and you're not even acknowledging her at all anymore. Now again, by doing this, 9 times out of 10, she's probably going to want to come back, but like I said, you're not even acknowledging her. She can chase you. It doesn't mean the relationship's over. It just means your days of pursuing are done. Now, the ball's in her court. She can chase you and pursue you, but it might be a lost cause, because she broke your standard. And you have to be able to be strong enough to put the standard ahead of your emotions, because most guys, like I said, they fall in love and their standards crumble. They'll let a girl slide with whatever, because their feelings blind them. They think she's the perfect woman, but she's fucking up all over the place. You got to be stronger than that, man. You have to be, especially in this new sexual market. Now, another standard of mine would be, don't get in the way of my fucking money, right? Nowadays, a lot of us, we have strange side hustles. Like, you can become a millionaire almost overnight. It's that easy. The internet is this strange place, and bank accounts are just numbers on a screen now. And you can just put numbers in your screen. It's like, it's weird how we can do this shit now. Just by like uploading shit, doing shit, making little moves on the internet, just clicking. All you're doing is clicking, and you're making money. It's bizarre, but it takes time to make money. It takes a lot of effort to make money. And a lot of times a woman wants a lot of your time, and she wants to distract you from your money. And you got to have a standard like, look, you got to let me work, you got to let me do my thing, and that's that. A lot of women will try to sabotage what you're doing and try to hold you back. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be something like maybe you're working out a lot, and a lot of other women are starting to notice you because your physique is looking good. Everything about you is looking healthy and vibrant. You look good, and she doesn't want you to do that shit anymore because, she's afraid of losing you or whatever. See, that's a standard you got to set, and if she's trying to hold you back, you got to get rid of her. Maybe she doesn't want you going out with your friends anymore. Well, now she's fucking with your network. She's fucking with your circle, and that's going to hold you back as well. So you would literally be richer, in better shape, better looking, and have a better network if you just dumped her. But again, if you have no standards, you'll let her slide, you'll put her in front, and she's more important than all that shit, and she'll fuck your whole life up. That's just a fact. You got to recognize that. Now, this is probably the last standard that I have. I probably only have 3. Like, it's that easy. Just don't break these, and we're all good. You can do your immature head games, your bullshit. I don't care. I'm a grown man. I can handle all that shit. It's not even going to faze me. But anyways, the 3rd standard is, a woman can't take me for granted, right? I do a lot of shit, and I make her life better every single time. And if at any given moment she starts to act like I ain't shit, like I'm not the one, right? Then cool, she's breaking a standard. And again, if she's pulling away, she's breaking that standard, right? Taking me for granted. So a lot of you guys see a woman pulling away, you don't see the real problem. She is taking you for granted. That's a standard that shall not be broken. When she breaks that standard, you don't figure out a technique to get her back. You walk away. And 9 times out of 10, when you do walk away, she's probably going to come back. But again, it's best to not acknowledge her. It's just the way it is. You can take her back, but she's going to have a lot of proving to do. That's the fact of the matter. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, there are other standards that you can develop. You know, we can talk about those maybe in a later video, but that's a good start right there. You know, those 3 standards are massively important, and I would recommend that any guy adopts those standards. And if you do, women are going to have no chance to walk all over you, to have their way with you, to play their mind games and their tricks. You know, how many guys out there are paying girls car payments, paying their rent, sending them money on cash apps and shit, all that shit. You know, you don't do that shit. If you do that, you're a sucker. You know, there's an interesting book I read a long time ago. It was called Never Give a Sucker an Even Chance. Maybe that was a movie. Can't remember. It was a long time ago. But it's very true. And if you're a sucker for love, a woman is not going to give you an easy chance. And a man with king-like standards is not a sucker for love, because he's got the nuts to walk away if he needs to, you know. And again, be unapologetic and not even acknowledge the person he's walking away from at all. Just like we don't acknowledge our haters at all, just like we don't acknowledge our critics at all, just like we don't acknowledge the people that want to slow us down at all, we don't acknowledge them at all. We just keep moving, we keep grinding, because we are fucking kings, we're not simps. Let the 99% of them be simps, we're different. You know, and that's the way we're always going to be. So I hope this video was somewhat informative. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. You know, we're going to stay motivated. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep pushing forward. We're going to keep leveling up. That's all there is to it. Fuck the world. We're not even acknowledging them at all anymore. Anyways, hope this video was somewhat informative. But listen, guys, I'm about out of time. So I'll see you next time. Or wait. Until next time, see ya.